edge of the polar vortex dropped into our part of the world. Now, you can see in these temperatures, 26 below zero 24 hours ago. Now today, it's in the single digits below zero. That's an improvement. 8 below, 5 below, 5 below, 9 below. So again, it is a little bit better today. It's starting to ease on back a little bit. And the edge of it dropped on into our part of the world. And it's going to start lifting northward again for the overnight hours. In addition, there's an upper level disturbance to our northwest, and that will pass by to our north. It'll give us some cloud cover during the overnight hours, and that will also tend to warm things back up, or at least hold the temperatures up from dropping too far overnight. Just a glancing shot of that cold air here. It was cold this morning, obviously. It dropped to about 15 degrees inland, 22 degrees near the shoreline last night. So tonight it'll be around basically low 20s, upper teens to low 20s, low to mid 20s near the shoreline coming up for the overnight hours. Now, these numbers are really kind of wrong for overnight. These are the raw numbers of the forecast model. You can see some of that occasional cloud cover floating out through. It'll drop through around midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, then hold steady, and then start to rise just a little bit toward dawn tomorrow morning. Then during the day, the wind shift line comes riding on northward a bit. It'll take a while to get toward the peninsula, but it'll warm everybody up a little bit. It'll be in the upper 40s, quite likely for the south side, a little bit cooler for the peninsula, closer to 44, 45, 46, about 49 degrees for the south side. Here's where we are 10 o'clock at night tomorrow night. Still some cloud cover into the region. That wind shift line kind of breaking down just a little bit for the area, so I don't think it'll be as cold to start the day Saturday either. As we are Saturday during the day, we'll likely warm up a little bit more than this. I'm going into the 50s coming up for the high temperature during the day on Saturday. Now we move from there and we go into Sunday. It stays into the 50s. For Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going to warm up in a really nice way. You see Tuesday, a little bit of rain off to our north, and by Wednesday, really there's a chance of some rain. Forecast models are disagreeing a bit in terms of bringing rain into the area for Wednesday. We'll have to wait and see it a little bit as it draws a little bit closer to get a better idea of what it's going to do. But I think once we get toward Wednesday and Thursday, a little bit better chance of rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday into the region as it warms on up. But it's not going to warm up that much overnight. Won't be as bad as last night, though. 22, 24, then 25, 27 for the Outer Banks. 20 degrees to around 24. Stars and clouds, cold but not as cold. Those clouds that we've got occasionally over the top of us will act like a bit of a blanket. 19 to 22. Now, the farther northward that we go, remember that we're on the edge of this, and the edge of that colder air is going to start lifting northward overnight. So it's still going to drop on down into the teens for points northward, Middle Peninsula, northern neck, and parts of the eastern shore, but the rest of us only dropping on down into the low 20s, quite likely. So it's still going to be cold, yes. 49 for a high temperature tomorrow, less than that for the peninsula. Groundhog Day into the low to mid 50s. Sunday 55, then next week up into the 60s.